Okay, good morning. We want to start our metta recital and meditate for till 10 o'clock. May all beings be happy and secure. May all beings have happy minds. Whatever living beings there may be, without exception, weak or strong, long, large, medium, short, subtle or gross, visible or invisible, living near or far, born or coming to birth. May all beings have happy minds. Let no one deceive another, nor despise anyone anywhere, neither from anger nor ill will should anyone wish harm another. As a mother wishes her own right to protect her only child, even so towards all living beings, one should cultivate a boundless heart. One should cultivate for the whole world loving this loving friendliness above, below, and all around, unobstructed, without hatred or resentment. Whether standing, walking, sitting, lying down, or in bed, one should develop this mindfulness. This is called divine deepening here, not falling into arrogance, but virtuous and endowed with vision, simmer with desire for sensual pleasures. One comes never again to birth in the womb. These are the thoughts that we must cultivate, develop, and fill our mind with these thoughts. Thought of metta. As we charge the mind with the thought of metta, karuna, mudita, upekka also arise in our mind at the same time. These are almost inseparable for mental, sublime mental states. As we recited, there is no exception. All inclusive. Nothing, no one, no breathing, living being is precluded from this practice. They all are within this domain of metta. This, as we mentioned yesterday, is celestial bed, divine bed, and normal bed, noble bed, as we mentioned in our yesterday's talk. So when the Buddha said, when the mind is full of these 4 Brahmaviharas, with this mind charged with these 4 altruistic thoughts, when we walk on celestial bed. When we sit on celestial bed. When we lie down in celestial bed. And when we think about it, our mind will become full of joy, happiness, compassion, and equanimity. So the practice is all done all the time. No moment, no time is left without, or no moment we spend without these four sublime states. The entire body, entire mind, every cell in our body is charged with this metta. That's very high altruistic practice. When we do this practice, not only by sitting, as the discourse itself mentioned, whether sitting, standing, walking, lying down, whenever, until we fall asleep, keep this in mind. And that way we experience great deal of bliss, peace, and happiness. So we keep this in mind all the time. Not only that, we wish others may no one deceive another. Let no one deceive another. Not only we wish others to be peaceful, happy, and free from sickness and so on, but also we wish may others not deceive others. We may not deceive anybody. We may not hate anybody. At the same time, we wish may others not hate anyone. May others not deceive anyone. See how far this practice goes. And with this in mind, take deep breath and breathe out deeply until all air in your lungs is gone. Then breathe lung full of breath and breathe all of it out, so that you will remain very calm, relaxed, peaceful, letting the blood flow throughout your body, charging every cell in your body with oxygen. So every cell becomes healthy. So this practice makes not only the mind healthy, but even the body healthy. So the Buddha said, whatever medicine in the world, there's no medicine better than the medicine of Dhamma. This is Dhamma medicine that Buddha described as a doctor. Therefore, Buddha is called Visakko Sallakatto. Visakka is physician, Sallakatta is surgeon. He prescribed this medicine of practicing metta as a very powerful medicine to cure our resentment, anger, discontent, and so forth. It is our personal practice. This doesn't, you need not have any license to practice it. You practice it freely and liberate the mind from disease of ill will. Ill will is considered to be sickness. And this is the medicine for that sickness. Other medicines we take for our physical well-being, but this we take for mental health. So keeping this mind, we practice meditation for the next maybe 40 or 45 minutes. Natti Janang Anyasa Anyanatti Ajayo Yammi Jananti Anyata Sivi Nibbana Santike. There is no concentration without wisdom, no wisdom without concentration. One who has both wisdom and concentration is close to peace and emancipation.
You want it hotter? You want it hotter? Hot water?
It's not that. Normally today, Sunday, this time I give my Zoom talk to people. Today I'm supposed to answer questions. But because of this retreat, I hope people who regularly attend my Zoom answering understand that we have a retreat, and so I want to combine this with my regular session. So I hope they will not be disappointed and benefit from this today's session with today, friends. As you heard me say today, normally I answer people's questions, and I'm sure they also will be listening now, somewhere in the world. And I continue my metta talk. This is a very profound discourse. As we repeatedly mentioned, metta practice is not only one time practice. like sitting at one place, taking certain time of the day, morning, noon, or evening. Not this kind of practice. It is just like breathing. We don't take any particular time to breathe. We breathe all the time because we need the breath for our living. Mindfulness meditation, metta meditation is very much like that. In this discourse, Buddha combined these two, metta and mindfulness, he combined. And he said, Etan sating aditya. Remembering this mindfulness, it is just like breathing, mindfulness and metta are so essential for our not only healthy life, but also to liberate ourselves from suffering. Is so powerful. And the Buddha's entire teaching pivots around metta and mindfulness. That is the center of his teaching. Whether you call it Noble Eightfold Path or Noble Truth, center of all this is mindfulness and metta. And I emphasize this because it is part and parcel of our life. There are situations where we can get angry. As I mentioned yesterday, you may say, I practice metta, karuna, mudita, upekka. While I'm practicing metta, somebody happens to pass by us. You don't like that person. What kind of thought arises in our mind? We practice metta, devote our entire practice to metta, and somebody whom we don't like happens to pass by. What kind of thought arises in our mind? So I mentioned yesterday in brief, while practicing metta, somebody said, well, while I'm practicing metta, ill will arises in my mind. And Buddha said, this is not possible. If you really practice metta, even if you see someone whom you ordinarily don't like, he has done something wrong to you hurt you, insulted you, abused you, robbed you, taken all your honor and dignity, your person made you sick. And so such a person, there are a person like that. You may remember people who have hurt you, insulted you, abused you, taken advantage of you. Don't you have people like that? When you are practicing meditation, that person all of a sudden appears. What by you? What kind of thought arises in your mind? Resentment arises. Anger arises. You think, I hate this fellow. You may say, I practice metta to everybody but this fellow. Don't you say that? That is not metta practice. And Buddha said, if you do it really honestly, This is not possible. It's not possible. You practice karuna, compassion. While you are practicing compassion, very deeply, and you are really deeply involved in it, mosquito come and land on you, make sound, and you will, there is a compassion. So Buddha said, if you really practice compassion, your hands will not raise from your lap to hit the mosquito. It is not possible. Or you see a cockroaches while you are eating. You smash it, kill it. Buddha said, if you practice compassion, this is not possible. So you practice appreciative joy. You are practicing appreciative joy. Somebody, you open your eyes, somebody is more beautiful than you, more successful than you, more healthy than you, richer than you, living very successful life. Don't you feel jealous? Buddha said, that is not possible if you practice appreciative joy. You are practicing what you call equanimity. There are two political parties, one here, one here. You like this party better than this one. So you think this party is losing, and this party is gaining. What do you feel? You cannot maintain equanimity. If you cannot maintain equanimity in this situation, you are not practicing equanimity. If Buddha said it is not possible. I gave you these few examples for you to remember when we practice. It is so delicate practice. And yet, it is not impossible to practice. It is possible but difficult, not impossible. So, when resentment or anger arises, there are ways to overcome that. These are the 5 ways. A person's bodily behavior is impure, but his verbal behavior is pure. One should remove resentment towards such a person. That's one situation. First situation, let me repeat, person's bodily behavior is impure. He break all the rules in the book. Physically. But his words are very sweet. You find people like that. And then you resent this person. This fellow speaks so sweetly, but I know his personality. But I know him or her breaking all the rules physically. Second person is a person verbal behavior is impure. But his bodily behavior is pure. He does not know how to talk, but he does something good. Resentment can arise in your mind. Third person's bodily behavior and verbal behavior are impure, but from time to time he gains an opening of mind, and his mind is placid, and then resentment can arise in your mind. His verbal, physical behavior, both are bad. But yes, good mind, we don't know that. There's another person, his bodily behavior and verbal behavior are impure, and he does not gain any opening of mind for placidity, even from time to time, occasionally. Everything is rotten in him. Verbal, mental, verbal, and physical. So that is the fourth person. Fifth person, everything is good. Mental, verbal, physical. Very easy to practice metta towards him. Very easy. When everything goes on very smoothly, practicing metta is not that valuable. When I say this, I remember another story in Buddha's discourse. It's a long discourse. Only that part I want to mention. There was a woman called Vedehika. She was very famous for her gentleness, kindness, respecting others, and very relaxed, peaceful. In that house, there was a slave girl working for her. And this girl thought, my mistress is famous for her compassion, kindness, peace, helping others and so forth. I wonder whether she is so good because I do my duty. I get up early, go to bed late, clean the house, I cook, prepare. She's a slave. Slave always is working to please slave master. So she was a slave. And she thought, because I'm doing everything so neatly, I'm very dutiful, this Vedehika, my mistress, is very happy. Let me try that, whether it's really good or she is comfortable when I'm doing everything. And then she thinks she is happy, peaceful, compassionate. So one day this girl, his name is Kali, her name is Kali. Normally she gets up very early in the morning, but that day when she decided to test her mistress, she slept it late. So Vedeka, her mistress, she's not doing anything. Not in the kitchen, not making breakfast. And then she will knock on the door. Ari, what are you doing? Nothing. Why are you so late? So late? Nothing, she said. Then she said, she said, dirty word, and said, you remember, I pay you. You must work hard. If you get up tomorrow late, you will see what I will do. Then Kali told, yeah, my plan seems to be working. Next day, she woke up even more late than previous day. So they came and said, Kali, why are you so late? You are later than yesterday. See the time now? What happened to you? Nothing, she said. Then she scolded her more harshly. And remember, if you get up late like this tomorrow, I know what I shall do to you. Then next day, she really slept. She was not sleeping, but she woke up and didn't come out of her room. Vedeka came and knocked on the door. Then Kali opened the door. She said, I told you so, trying to get up in the morning and we go. Okay. She took the stick and the beat her, broke her head. And she was bleeding profusely, came out of the house and began to shout to the neighbors, friends, see what this very kind, compassionate, peaceful lady has done to me. I slept late today. She broke my head. So, Buddha gave this simile in Kakrit Chupam Sutta. So, when everything is smooth, practice of metta is very easy. When something goes wrong, metta goes out of your mind. And therefore, practicing metta towards the last person is not difficult. So, to illustrate this 5 situations, there are some similes, examples. So that means when resentment arises, when somebody of the first category, that is the person whose bodily behavior is impure, but whose verbal behavior is pure. You know, when somebody passes by you, you know that person very well, and he commits all wrong things, physically wrong things, stealing, committing sexual misconduct, and killing and so forth. But his words are very, very sweet. So when you see this, you must remember this simile. This discourse, of course, given to monks, but any discourse given to monks is good enough for lay people as well. So they said, suppose a monk is wearing rag robe, that means made of rags. That's called pansukula. Pansukula means taking those days in the Buddha's time, people did not have crematoriums and what you call funeral homes, funeral directors and so forth. They wrap the body in piece of paper and throw in the charnel ground. and then animals come and eat. That was some part, but later on they changed it. But anyway, a monk who collect clothes from such a place called cemetery, cut them into pieces and make into a robe. So when such a monk is going on his arms down or wherever he went, he sees a dirty piece of cloth on the road. It is so dirty he could not even pick it up with the fingers. He gingerly pick it up from one foot, toes, and kick it with the other foot and removes this dirt and bring it to the monastery and wash it, clean it, and then he find it a good piece of cloth, and then he collect such clothes and make into robe. So take it away with him, and he clean it and use it for robe. Similarly, when you see a person whose bodily conduct is impure, but his verbal behavior is pure, at that time, one should not attend to the impurity of the bodily action of this person. Forget it. Instead, he should attend to the purity of this verbal behavior of this person. That means this person, although bodily he is not pure, but his words are pure. That means there is something good in him. Something good in him. So you respect in that good things, practice metta towards him. And get rid of your anger, resentment towards him. Then the second person whose verbal behavior is impure, but bodily behavior is pure. Still, you may have resentment towards him. And in order to remove that resentment of this person, whose bodily behavior is good, verbal behavior is not good, the simile given there is, suppose there is a little pond which is covered with algae, moss, and you cannot drink water from that because it is covered with algae. So you must remove this algae and slowly get clean water from this pond. You may take a pot or cup or whatever, press it. When you press, the algae will give way and clear water will remain. You take it and you drink it. Similarly, we must think these persons verbal behavior is good. This bodily behavior is good, even though his verbal behavior is not good. There's a room for you to practice metta towards him and get rid of your anger. So, verbal behavior is impure, but his bodily behavior is pure. is similar to taking water from a pond full of algae. Similarly, we forget the bad verbal behavior and remember his good physical behavior. And there is a room for us to practice metta and to get rid of our resentment towards such a person. The other person is bodily behavior and verbal behavior are impure. Third person, bodily behavior and verbal behavior, all are impure. But his heart opens for good things from time to time. Occasionally he opens his heart for good things. And even then, even though his bodily behavior and verbal behavior is bad, there is still room in him for us to practice metta and get rid of our resentment towards that person. It is just like when you are thirsty, you are afflicted with thirst, oppressed by thirst in a very hot day, weary, and then you need water. While you are walking in this, afflicted and oppressed by the heat, weary, thirsty, and so forth, you see little bit of water in the puddle. Suppose it is a cow's footprint. Cow has walked and left footprint, and there is little water. You are so thirsty, so desperate for drinking water, and you see this little water. So you cannot scoop it by hand. Then if you try to do that, you stir the mud and you cannot leave and take water. What you do, you kneel down and slowly sip this little water. It is not very easy. Normally we don't do that, but we are so desperate, so thirsty. Even that little water can quench your thirst. So you try to drink it. So without disturbing the stirring mud and so forth, you can just simply kneel down and suck this water very carefully. Similarly, even though this person's bodily behavior is very bad, verbal behavior is very bad, but his mind, you don't know his mind, but periodically this person's mind open for good things. That means there is some good in him for you to practice metta and get rid of your resentment towards it. Then the fourth person is bodily behavior, verbal behavior is bad, but his mind also does not open for any good thing. That means he's so totally rotten. He is he is like a sick, afflicted, gravely ill person who was traveling along highway, and there is no a village close by. The next village is far, far away from him. And this person is very, very sick. Can we have resentment towards him? That time, your heart will melt because he so desperately he needs some help. That time, you forget everything and help this person. And so you bring him some water, food, and give him some comfort and make him relaxed and healthy. And the fifth person, as I mentioned, is everything is good. No reason for you to have resentment, you practice metta towards him. So, therefore, there are other reasons for us to get upset while practicing metta. What are the other things that happen? Not only remembering the other person's misbehavior and so forth, but without such an action or anything. Internally, certain things can arise in us to disturb by metta practice. What is that? Pain arise. Pain arise on your knees, back and leg and everywhere. Pain. Then how can you practice metta? As I mentioned at the beginning, we must learn to relax in order to practice metta. How can we relax when there is pain? So we must talk to our pain. And we must think, my task is much greater than this pain. My intention is greater than this pain. And this pain is not something permanent. I had this kind of pain in the past, it gradually faded away, disappeared. Similarly, this pain that I'm experiencing right now also is not permanent. It will go away. Of course, until it reaching excruciating state where you cannot tolerate it anymore, then without hating yourself, without hating the pain, you change your posture. Keeping the mind on the practice of 4 Brahmaviharas. I mention only metta all the time, but by implication, other 3 also come together with that practice, although I don't mention them separately. And then there are various other things that happen to us when we practice metta, and many kinds of fear can arise. We have to talk to fear. There are 2 kinds of fear: unwholesome fear and wholesome fear. Unwholesome fear arises, fear of losing something, losing your reputation, losing your gains and so forth. Wholesome fear, I said, wholesome fear is the fear of arising unwholesome mental state. Arising unwholesome mental state is not going to help us. Therefore, there will be a fear of blame, fear of losing your practice, your mindfulness, and that kind of fear is a wholesome fear. And so forth. So, another thing I want to mention, the misunderstanding of metta practice. Misunderstanding of metta practice. We say metta practice is metta practice is unconditional. Metta practice is unconditional. It is not trading. You give something, I give something to you, you give something to me. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. Not that kind of trading. It is unconditional practice. No condition whatsoever. But the metta itself is not unconditional. Metta itself is not conditional, unconditional. The practice is unconditional. See the difference between these two. Metta itself is conditional, but the practice is unconditional. How metta is not conditional? Because metta is mentally created. Whatever is mentally created is subject to change. Yankinti tetam sabbhatam nirodham. Sabbhatam anityam dukkham viparinama. Whatever we mentally create, that thing is impermanent. Metta is, we create metta in our mind. And therefore metta itself is impermanent. But metta practice is unconditional. So we must understand these two clearly. If it is true that when we practice metta, we don't follow the policy of you scratch my back, I scratch your back, and so forth. Metta is not something give and take. Buddha said at the very beginning of the Karaniya Metta Sutta, those who are wishing to attain liberation, this is called mind release in practice, Cheto Vimutti, mind liberating practice. And therefore, the practice is unconditional, boundless practice. Okay. Therefore, all conditioned things are impermanent, including the metta. Buddha said, this deliverance of mind through loving kindness is conditioned and volitionally produced. The practice is unconditional, but metta itself is conditional. But whatever is conditioned is originally produced is impermanent, subject to cessation. So if he is already in that, he attains the destruction of the things. You practice metta and attain jhanas, and then you see metta is changing as jhana is developed. It replaces, the metta is replaced by concentration. Therefore, it's subject to change. At that time, if the person does not attain the destruction of taste because of that desire for the Dhamma, that delight in the Dhamma, then with the destruction of 5 lower fetters, he become one due to free appear spontaneously in the pure abode. And there he attained Nibbana. So when we practice metta, attain jhanas, in that state he sees the impermanent unsatisfactoriness, selflessness, and overcome his taints. Taints means influxes of the underlying tendencies. If he doesn't, he overcomes. If he doesn't overcome all of them, he managed to overcome 5 lower fetters. What are the 5 lower fetters? Fetter of believing permanent self, this is called in Pali Sakkaya Ditthi, fetter of doubt, and fetter of believing in attaining liberation by following rituals, and greed and hatred. These are the 5 lower fetters. When you practice metta and attain jhanas and see impermanence and so forth, you overcome these 5 fetters and attain the 3rd level of enlightenment called anagami. Then you will be reborn in one of the 5 pure abodes. This is called Suddhavasa. Okay. And there you continue, you will never come back to this world to go through the suffering again. But in pure abode, this is a very complicated thing. I will not spend time on that, but I want to finish talking on this. Now, this metta practice is like practicing practice meditation like earth. That means earth, suppose somebody wants to, this is an assumption, this may not happen, but suppose somebody gets upset with the earth and he wants to destroy earth. He may be dig here, dig there, kick here, kick there, spit and urinate, defecate, and thinking, let this earth disappear, let this earth disappear. Earth will not disappear. The person will get tired, but the earth will not disappear. Similarly, when we practice metta, nothing of the sort of resentment, anger will arise in the mind. It is so pure and powerful. So Buddha said, practice like earth and practice like water. Although water is running, flowing and so forth, you cannot make water disappear by wishing, by your effort. Water remains as it is. water remains, its condition remains as it is. You cannot make it otherwise. Similarly, when you practice metta, no matter what happens, we practice it like water. Buddha said, practice metta like fire. Fire's nature is burning. But you cannot make fire not burning. Practice metta like air. Suppose somebody wants to paint something in the air, take all the paints and brushes in the world and try to paint something in the air, they cannot paint anything. Similarly, practice metta, no matter what else, what happens to you. And this is these similes are explained in detail in discourses, but I wanted to make it short and quick and give you only summary, the brief summary of it. There is another misunderstanding of metta practice. That is when we practice metta, there is a discourse, particular discourse called Mettani Sansa. Benefit of practice. Generally, people think when you practice metta, one of the 11 benefits of practicing metta is that you will not be affected by fire, poison, and weapon. One of the 11. Nasa agiva, sattangva, visangva, amati. That means fire, poison, weapon will not affect you if you practice metta. Is it true? When you practice metta, weapon, for instance, weapon. Somebody comes behind you and at very close range shoot at you. Doesn't it affect you? Doesn't the bullet go through this? Doesn't the bullet go through you? It definitely goes through you. While you are practicing metta, somebody comes and set fire to your cushion or something. You don't know. You don't think you would not burn. You certainly burn. Suppose somebody puts some poison into a piece of cake and the cake is so sweet, delicious, you eat it. The poison goes into your mind. Now, to illustrate, I give one example. Many examples I can give, but eventually I will tell you what it means. There was a very famous devotee of the lay woman called Samavati. Let the men drink the bell. She was, Buddha said in Anguttara Nikaya, Edagam Vipimam Di Savikanam Upasikanam Metta Viharena Yaditam Samavati. I declare among all the metta practicing lay women, Samavati number one. She was number one. She not only practiced metta, but she had a metta retreat every week. 500 women attended that retreat, 500 women. So she was one of the concubines of King Udayana. King Udayana also had another woman called Gandhya. Gandhya hated the Buddha because Buddha refused to marry her. So she hated him. And she became another concubine of King Udayana. Since she could not hurt the Buddha, although she hated him, she could not hurt him, she decided to hurt Samavati, who was very devoted to the Buddha. So when Samavati and 500 women were meditating, she got her relatives, friends, and got a lot of clothes and pour oil into it, dip these clothes in oil and put around the hole they were meditating, large hole like this, all around, maybe made of wood like this, set fire. All these 500 women died in that fire. All of them. So fire killed them. And therefore don't believe that this fire will not affect you when you practice metta. What it means, fire of greed, fire of hatred, fire of delusion. These three fires, poison and weapon, will not affect you when you practice metta. How can anger affect you? When you practice metta, how can anger or weapon of anger can affect you? That weapon, fire, poison do not affect. These are the fire, poison, weapon. What are they? Greed, hatred, and delusion. They will not affect anybody who practices metta. So when Samavati was dying with all the other 500 women, Samavati loudly said, "Sisters, this is the time to practice metta. This is the time to practice metta. Practice metta towards the person who set fire to this building." That is how her mind, even at that moment, was not affected by external fire, by internal fire. Although physically she was burned, but mentally, even at that moment, she was practicing metta, and that practice is so wonderful. So Buddha said when they all died, Buddha said when this news spread around, he called monks and said, "Bhikkhus, among these 500 women, everybody has attained the status of enlightenment. Some have attained Arahanthood, some Anagami, some Sakadagami, some Sotapanna. They attained the last that attained the enlightenment, last stage that attained enlightenment was Sotapanna, the stream entry. They were practicing metta. Friends, this is how, on the one hand, there is a misunderstanding. When you understand the real meaning of metta practice, this is what will happen. So with this, I want to end this morning talk. And if you have any questions, you can ask tomorrow or your interview time. Okay? Have a very wonderful day.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.